rolling.
Hi, Danielle.
Hey.
So, when did you first see the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and what was your reaction?
I must have been such a wee little thing when that first came out, being that I'm as young as I am. I first saw it at some point when I was like in college, and it scared the hell out of me. At that point, I had never done anything involving the movies, and I had no idea what special effects were all about, so it absolutely scared the hell out of me.
Good.
I'm a little bit better at it now. I have a stronger stomach. At that time, I wasn't very good at watching horror movies. Pretty much like this, one of these kind of things.
So, you wouldn't consider yourself a fan of horror films in general?
Now I am. Now that I'm on this side of things and I see how it's all done, I love it. And now I can appreciate getting scared. But no, at the time, when I was younger, up until probably about the time I was 25, I couldn't even watch The Twilight Zone. My friends would want to watch it. I'd make them turn the television off. So yeah, I was pretty much a big pussy. Am I allowed to say that?
Well, now that you are a fan.
Now that I'm a fan.
Do you have a favorite film?
I have a lot of favorites. Now I had to make up for all that lost time, so I have a lot of favorite horror films. But the one that pops into my head right at this moment, for whatever reason, is The Believers. I love that movie. Creepy. I like this real sort of creepy, spiritual-based things get really, they really scare me.
That's great. Okay, can you describe for me the circumstances surrounding your becoming involved in this project?
This was one of those friend of a friend, are you interested? Will you come and participate? And you want to come have some fun? And I was available and said yes, and one thing into another, and presto, this little movie. So it's been a blast. I'm glad that I was a participant.
Well, while we're on that, do you have a favorite moment during the shoot, during the photography?
Yes, wrestling with Todd. I loved wrestling with Todd.
I'm sure he liked it too. How about a worst moment? I have to ask.
Yes, definitely worst moment would be laying on the freezing cold cement. It was so cold. And I had very little clothes on, and the cement was icy. I know people think it doesn't get very cold in Los Angeles, but believe me, in the winter, on the garage and the cement floor, it is damn cold.
Let's talk a little bit about your character. Is she similar to you, different to you, and if so, in what way?
In such the way that I too love to wear rose-colored glasses.
That's the extent of the similarity.
Lots of similarity. I mean, I think we were all kind of just playing and having a good time, and I didn't even feel like it was so much of a character as if it was me and a bunch of my friends just having a good time, really.
Okay, speaking of your friends, what do your family and your friends think about this? I'm sure you've talked to them about it. What are their opinions?
Well, no, don't be so sure that I don't. My family knows very little about anything that I do, especially having to do with horror films, because my mother really doesn't like it very much. She wished I would have stuck with the dancing career when I was all, bells and sunshine. So now that I do this, they don't know so much about it. But my other friends think it's way cool.
How you end up in the film?
Oh, God! See, and this is precisely why my mother does not like what I'm doing now. She doesn't like me to look so horrible. Ooh, bad images.
Have you ever sustained a debilitating injury?
Other than the ones in the movie? Well, I on screen several times. One time they blew my head off, and now I can just go on and on. Nothing too bad. I did get knocked out unconscious one time in front of about 3,000 people when a big wall fell on my head, but that was about the worst of it. Not so bad. Pretty lucky. Okay, ask me again.
So, what's coming up for you in the future?
Immediately, I'm going to go work on John Carpenter's new movie, The Ghosts of Mars. That'll be my next one.
Okay, one last question for you. What is your worst fear?
That my mother will see this movie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.